Hi, it's good to have you here. Sit down for a bit, let's talk. Have you ever asked this question, who you are, what you are made for, and why you are here? Well, you're not alone. This question, who you are, where you came from, and what you were made for, is summed up in a word called purpose. Many people go about looking for purpose, and I believe this is the end of your search for purpose. Yeah, the emptiness that you feel inside is gonna go in about the next few minutes if you stay with me. All right. Now, many people go about looking for purpose, and sometimes when you don't find purpose, you feel empty. Lots of people would think of suicide. Some people actually commit suicide. It leads to insanity because you feel empty. You feel like you are unfulfilled. You always think there is something that you are not doing. That is why someone with $1 billion would would be would be so troubled and wouldn't be able to sleep at night. But then a man with just probably $500 in his account and has a wife and a kid or kids, and he would be comfortable in the house, sleeping in peace, while you would be worried with the billions you have in your account. Sometimes you would trade everything that you have in your account for just the peace of mind that you have. And you are saying, well, you're talking about peace right now, not purpose. Well, let me tell you, the reason you are not at peace is because you feel like something is missing. And that thing that is missing is actually purpose. What you're going to do for me before we go into the video and talk about purpose is give me a like and a sub. It wouldn't kill you, right? Maybe that's your purpose. Okay, let's go to the video. Have you heard of this word? I was made for this. I know the time that you have heard this might be from someone that is really good at something. Probably someone that is very good at playing football. For example, you guessed it, Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, you're going to say he was made for football, right? Or Lionel Messi, he was made for football. But what if there was a world in which Ronaldo wasn't a footballer, but instead a businessman? Or you would say Ronaldo is already a businessman. Well, yeah, but then I'm talking about McDonald's. Imagine Cristiano Ronaldo working at McDonald's, okay? But then, would you say he was made for that as well? Because it wouldn't look as though he is successful, right? Because success is what makes us look as though we have fulfilled purpose. So who is not successful might just look like he has nothing to do with purpose. No, that can't be his purpose. He doesn't have the money. Like I said before, billionaires can't sleep. A lot of them can't sleep. Okay, so this word, what you were made for, is actually not purpose in of itself. It is more like ambitions and aspirations. Yeah, those are the two words. Ambitions and aspirations. You are not fulfilling purpose in life because of how far you've come. Or how far you've come does not say you've accomplished purpose. How far you've come simply says that you've been able to fulfill your ambitions and aspirations. Mind blowing, right? Take this for example. You've got two people who aspire to be doctors. That's their ambition. Yeah, you will hear me talking about these two words because they are intertwined. So these two guys want to be doctors, but then one passes or meets up with his entrance exams and goes on to study medicine and becomes a doctor, while the other isn't able to pass at the beginning. Although they started the dream together, they couldn't make it. One person went on to be the doctor and the other didn't. I know you would say, this guy, he was obviously made to be a doctor. Then the other person, it seems like his purpose was never to be a doctor. But then the other person goes on to be a successful entrepreneur. And you would say, this guy was obviously made to be an entrepreneur. But then that's a bit very unreliable. Not even a bit. It's very unreliable, right? You could Maybe he left the business and it's not successful, then he goes to something else, and you say, obviously, he was made for that because he became successful. But the doctor was already fulfilling purpose because he was able, right, to become the doctor he wanted to be. All of these things are not purpose, as you will come to see, but they are simply goals that you've set for yourself and things that you've achieved. Goals you've set and goals you've achieved. That's all there is to them. They are not purpose. You would say, Perez, if all of these things, these ambitions, these aspirations are not purpose, then what is? Well, Google defines purpose as this. Google says the reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists. So that is what purpose is. The reason why you exist, the reason why you were made, why something is made or why something exists. Now, the problem with this is, how would you know why you exist if you are not the one who made you? You see where I am going? That is the problem. We've been going about purpose the wrong way, and that is why we can't find purpose. The sources that we've been looking for purpose from are not where we are supposed to be looking for purpose from. It's like this. Here's a watch, right? The manufacturer of the watch knows what it's made for. While making the watch, he knew that it would be used to tell time. But I didn't know, you didn't know. But then eventually we all found out because the producer or the manufacturer said it was made to tell time. So it means that for you to know who you are, why you are here, and what you were made for, you would need to ask the person who put you here. Wait, that's not the end of the video. I'm so sorry. That's a bad joke. But you're laughing now, I guess. Okay, the answer to the question is God. God is the person who put you here, your creator. And I know some of you might be like, I'm not religious. I don't care about this religious stuff. But that's because you haven't found God, actually. And I talk about how to find God and how not to find God. The link to those videos are in the description below. You can check them out. I want you to find God, then come back and find purpose on the part 2 of this video. Yeah, that's the disclaimer. This is a 2-part video. So, big reveal. Please subscribe if you're not too angry at me and like the video. God bless you and go bless somebody. I love you. Peace.